When you are sick, you are entitled to medical support from the government. When you can send, when you have issues with your employers, you have justice system that work for the workers. In fact, the government is supposed to have an equal opportunity department for workers. We are supposed to have justice system for everybody, but our system is broken and is not working. As you all know, these old people that are running Nigeria have nothing to offer. They have run out of ideas. We are not against them because of their age. We are against them because of the age of their ideas. The ideas is like somebody who is looking for an analog society, digital society, who is voting for an analog leader. Buhari, Atiku, all of them, they are analog people. They don't have anything to offer you. And we hope that during the election, which is coming up February 16, you will not make a lifetime mistake of voting for the same people that have been failing you since you were born.
Yes, sir.
That is the reason I came here. I came here for an interview, and as I was coming out, before I entered the car, I was told that you are waiting outside. And this is how you wait here from 4 a.m. every morning. And some of you have the luck to get in, some of you don't have the luck to get in. Under our government, which is the African Action Congress, you will have the luck to be part of those people benefiting from Nigeria's resources.
AAC! Take it back! Take it back! Action!
And you will never have to queue up, not in front of a radio station, but even in front of an embassy. Because this is not the only place where Nigerians queue up. You go, if you are not here, you are in front of an embassy looking for a visa that nobody is willing to give to you. In a country that is blessed with resources, you are begging to eat. Our leaders deliberately unleash hunger and starvation on us and poverty so that on election day, you can be voting for criminals after they give you 5,000 naira. In most cases, you don't even get the 5,000 naira. In most cases, you don't even get 200 naira. In some cases, it is a promise that they will give you something that will make you vote for these criminals. You must stop that, and we are here to stop that. So I urge you all, and I don't know how many of you have PVCs, I hope you do, that this is a different era, especially for those of you who are looking forward to a different country. It is not your portion to come and queue in front of a radio station. You are supposed to be in your house listening to radio. Radio is not supposed to be listening to you, because that is what is happening now. It's like standing in front of the radio, hoping that the radio is listening to you, and you know the outcome of a radio listening to you. Nobody will hear you because the radio is a one-way transmission to people's ears and not the other way around. So please join our political party. It's a movement, and be part of what we call revolution now. Nigeria is badly in need of a revolution. In fact, we are overdue for a revolution. But this time around, we want an electoral revolution. We thank you so much for listening to us, and hope that you will join our campaigns outside. We are traveling to Suleja today. I will be in Zuba. I will be in different parts of Abuja. If you are not here, you might be in other places. You have families everywhere. Call them that you met a young person by the name Omoyele Sowore who said he will fix Nigeria. And Nigeria will be a fantastic country. And this is not the way Nigeria should be. The Nigeria you are in today is the Nigeria of their dream. It's your nightmare. But the Nigeria of our dream is the Nigeria in which everybody can live happily ever. Some people say to us, why don't you wait for 2023? But how many of you can be sure that you will live up to 2023 with the way they are treating us in this country? Nobody can be sure of it. It's with Boko Haram, herdsmen, Buhari, Atiku, all of them are the same. They kill. Their policies kill people. And that is why we are urging you to please join our movement and join us. You have a question. Let's do that quickly before we run out.
My name is Mr. Tochkudumi.
Yes.
I work with the NMPC, but I lost my job.
NMPC?
Yes.
Can you speak up?
Since 2007. I had a problem with Nigerian police force, and which brought me here. We went to Federal High Court. I won my case in Federal High Court. When I brought the order from the Federal High Court, police told me they have sold my truck and my oil, that I should wait, that Abuja, that they're going to write to IG. We moved to the National Assembly, where when I wrote to the Senate President, Bukola Saraki, they directed me to the Committee on Ethics and Public Petition, chaired by Senator Samuel Ayan from Owerri Zone. So after they invited the IG sent 3 DIGs to come and represent him at the chamber. When they came, I made my presentation at the chamber. So after their report, they considered me by 109. Refer me to the Committee on Police Affairs, chaired by Senator Abi Ibrahim, Katsina South. So, these are the court order. Senator Abi Ibrahim now wrote to the IG on 19th of July.
This last year?
Yes. Telling IG to pay this money. They agreed 24 million naira. They agreed at the chamber since they have sold the truck. On December, when I met the DIG on training, he now take me to PSO. PSO now directs me to AIG on budget and finance, whether they have included my name. So when they were looking for the file, I find out they stole my file.
You stole it?
Yes, stole this file, original. I went back to the Senate. Senate now gave me this on 11th. This is a new letter.
Okay.
They gave me this on 11th. They gave me with the clerk. We moved to the IG's office. IG now signed it on 12th. Direct me to the AIG on legal. So when I went to the AIG on legal, he moved the file to AIOC legal. The man is from Benno. They called him Samuel Law. So after that day, Samuel Law called me, said that this file will move 3 places. And they are looking for the person that signed that auctioning order when he's not supposed to sign. That is him that will pay me, and this is not what the chamber said. And this is not what the court said. For past 11 years now, I've been suffering. This thing happens to me when I was 27 years old, and I haven't married. So tomorrow they will tell me tomorrow, next tomorrow they will tell me again. I came all the way from Nobody will take this in this world.
Nobody.
Because the truck belongs to me, the oil belongs to me. At 27, and they sold the truck, sold the oil. When the court order is out, we moved to the Senate where they invited them. Look at my IV. And look at the report considered by the Saraki. When they asked them, I watched it at the AIT. Those in favor that they will pay. And out of 11 names, they considered that day. It's only me that have not been settled. So I don't know. Look at my name.
So what I understand your plight. I know you have.
They directed me to the Committee on Police Affairs that show compliance.
I understand what you are going through, and that is what we are saying. This is an unjust government that have been happening. You can imagine what you went through for 11 years. There are people here who have gone through even worse things in the last 20 years. We had a new republic 20 years ago, 1999. The injustice continues, and what we are saying is that except young people like you step up and start to campaign for a new government, this issue you have in front of me will be solved in less than 5 seconds if you have the right government. But if you vote for Buhari again, you better be waiting for another 11 years. Yes, that's the truth. Yes. There's somebody at the back also.
Yes, I was here.
Go ahead, please. Just a question.
Yes, not a question. I am a layman, Mr. President. Good evening, sir. Good afternoon.
Yes.
I'm a layman that have some information.
Okay.
And you are an authority in the information industry.
Yes.
Now, this issue if somebody has a solution to an issue, a nagging problem that had been destroying the country, what is the procedure that is going to take before you be heard? For example, now the terrorism, the killings, the banditry. If somebody, if an organization has solution to the problem,
so what
does it do?
What would do under? You're asking me what would do under our government? Yes.
No, not under our government. You personally, as an individual, as an information.
I would say we'll give you our number. But if you have any solution to any problem,
we have.
Don't waste your time with this government. This is a useless government, and I'm saying it in front of everybody. Right. Yes. We have 41 days to vote them out of power. Yes. Let's work together to vote them out of power. What we'll do under our government, though, is that if anybody has any sensitive information, we will draw the person into a whistleblower protection unit. We'll take you as a whistleblower. You'll be living in a secure place. You get information, and we act on the information, and we make sure that you are paid, until you are safe. If you are not safe, we'll provide you police protection for round the clock until you are safe. That's what we plan to do for people who might have sensitive information, because it's born out of patriotism for you to come forward. So just that, but someone will collect your number and we'll reach out to you.
Let's see, Mr. President.
Sorry, two more questions. We're running to
AAC, take it back.
00.
Your Excellency, sir. Yes. President to be. I have a brief question here.
You will take me after him.
356.
I have not believed in any politician before. No. But when you came in and your boys were talking, I just wave it as it's one of those people. That's the way you came up to speak.
The name?
You almost convinced me. And that's my question
just
is that
put John
in
JP
Nigeria,
first.
We know that it's not only the president that is a problem of leadership.
Yes.
In the Senate, there is a problem. In the House of Assembly, there is a problem.
Yes.
As a young man that comes out to change the Nigerian system,
yes,
how are you going to change the system from the Senate to National Assembly to judiciary and to the security to make sure that Nigeria will work?
All right.
And will get the dream Nigeria.
Thank you very much. Do you know that the Nigerian presidency is almost the most powerful presidency in the world? Anything that Nigerian president can do can solve almost 70% of our problems. The 30% of senators or House of Rep members can be taken care of by their constituents. You can actually recall your senator. Most of you don't know. If your senator is not serving you as it should, you can recall the senator back and elect another senator completely. You can do so for House of Rep members. But it's the job of the president to even appoint judges. It's the job of president to fire judges. Not directly, but he's the one who has to sign up before a judge is finally fired. It's the job of president to appoint and change security chiefs. So because he's the commander-in-chief of all the armed forces. In fact, in America, you could have heard that they are trying to impeach the president. The president cannot touch a judge because it's not allowed. But in Nigeria, overnight, if Trump was Nigeria's president, the special prosecutor would have been removed a long time ago and kept in the cooler somewhere. Yeah. But you can't do that in America, but you can do that in Nigeria. I'm not saying that I'm going to run a dictatorial government, but based on the responsibilities that is imbued in the presidency of Nigeria, if you have the right person, a lot of things will change overnight. And it has to do with even your own conditions. It has to do with you being able to find jobs. It has to do with this lady being able to find medical care, right? And these are things that should be happening. But you know what is happening? The president of Nigeria right now is sleeping. He works 4 hours a day. He doesn't know what is going on. Even his wife came out and said that the man is being manipulated by a cabal. Did you guys vote for cabal? No, you voted for a president. But the wife of the president is telling you that the man is being controlled by 2 people. And you want him to be voted back into power again? You are wasting your time. What I'm saying to you is that if you vote for the right president, he can at least fix your roads. He has control over education. He has control over healthcare. He has control over a lot of things. A good president can build great institutions. And that's how countries around the world change. They started by electing a powerful and conscientious president. They didn't elect a senator. You know, the senators are good, but if the senators make law, the president still has to be the one who signs off on it before it becomes law. That is Nigeria for you. That is the kind of democracy, constitutional democracy we are practicing. So, please, I'm glad that you have held us passionately and you have spoken passionately as well. We have 41 days left to rescue this country, and I'm sure we can do it. We just need to transmit this optimism and encouragement to all our brothers and sisters all over the country, that regardless of your ethnicity, your religion, or your social orientation, or your class, this is the time to have Nigeria of your dream. And I'm standing in front of you promising it to you, and it's within reach if you grab it.
AAC, take it back! Take it back!
Take one question. Sorry. Yes, please. Yes.
So briefly before you go, sir, I'm from one of the privatized government property. I don't want to mention the name.
Yes.
Understand? So what I want to know is this, sir. What are your plans of them regarding those privatized companies, those structures built by government with huge amount of money given to individuals? And in that case, those individuals subjugate the staff working on them to indirect or direct slavery. So what are your plans regarding those structures?
What we have done in terms of research is to understand that wherever Nigeria spent over $7 billion, they sold these companies to their friends for 100 million naira. That's like a crime not against humanity, but it's a crime against the state of Nigeria.
Yes.
And Nigeria has a right to review those transactions, those mostly illegal transactions, and take back its rightful property from anyone. They have already done their worst. So many of the privatized places are the reason why so many of you are unemployed. They are talking about privatization as if privatization will solve our problem. But go and ask what the people who privatize Nigeria are doing with Nigeria's money. After they gave them these properties in place of in cases like NEPA, they still have to give them subventions to run and the moment they give them the subventions, they go and buy a private jet, they go and marry another wife, they go and buy another house in Dubai. They did not invest even the subventions that they got after we dashed them these privatized properties in Nigeria in a way that they can create jobs for you. Imagine if we are still running Nigeria Airways, even if it's at a loss, and we keep all those workers. One, we have qualified pilots in the country. We have people who can be engineers, who can repair aircraft instead of bringing them from the Gambia. You know, have people who know how to cook airline food. All these jobs are there as part of our social security system in the country. But our leaders don't have ideas that can even run a food eatery. Talk less of running a country. I am sorry to say to you, you vote for Atiku, you have voted for another 16 years of darkness. That's right. PDP brought about. You vote for Buhari, you are voting for Boko Haram, you are voting for herdsmen, you are voting for Zamfara people. Those who thought that Buhari is from the north, they are the ones who are under attack right now. There is no southern village or city that is under attack. Only northern villages. You go to Zamfara, Katsina, everybody is under siege. You go to Borno, you go to Adamawa. Are these people not northerners? Or those who have voted based on northern sentiment? Look at your life. Vote for the right person, then he will come and fix you wherever you are. You are entitled to live in the north. You are entitled to live in the south. But if you make this country work, you can live anywhere in Nigeria.
So what are you promising people from Borno now?
We will save Borno from Boko Haram. Apart from being his presidential candidate, I was the one who founded Sahara Reporters. Okay. And I've covered the insurgency from the beginning. I was the one who carried that video of when Yusuf was being killed by the police. And we warned them at that time that extrajudicial killings will not help you. Because Yusuf is even a better person than Shekau. You know, the moment you do that, you are removing the opportunity to resolve the problem. But what we'll do to Borno is, one, we will invest and equip our players in Borno. And the moment we do that, they will be able to fight Boko Haram. They fight Boko Haram to a standstill. Then we start rebuilding Borno so that the people of Borno can have a reprieve. People of Borno have become refugees in this country, in their own country, and there's no hope of rebuilding Borno until we defeat Boko Haram. And Boko Haram can be defeated, but the reason why Boko Haram is not being defeated is that it's no longer an insurgency that has become a business, especially for military generals who are making a killing out of the situation in Borno. Look at our Nigerian army that ended the war in Liberia and Sierra Leone. They can't finish Boko Haram. All of them know where Boko Haram is, but you heard there was even a time reported by BBC, they wanted to capture Shekau. Some generals from Abuja called them to say they should stand down. It's business. When you have a non-nonsense Nigerian president, Boko Haram will get the signal that the business is over as well.
But your own idea, can you go your security without the generals? Because he promised that Boko Haram is not in there. But when he went to the system, it changed.
No.
Do you think your own will not change like this?
You see, I'm going to be the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. One of the fundamental mistakes Buhari made is not to command the military. He sits in Abuja, they're going to bring him Boko Haram flag that they have defeated Boko Haram. Yes. You did not check yourself. You are collecting flag and laughing. Boko Haram is waxing stronger. Boko Haram within that period broke into two. There's one by Abanawi, there's one by Shekau. One of them had gotten to a point where they almost surrendered. Yes. I'm telling you, as a reporter has covered all these things, so I know everything about Boko Haram, and I understand what's happening with Boko Haram. I was the one who reported that Bade was stealing money, the one that was killed near Abuja the other day. Everybody was fighting me. How can you say they are stealing money? Because when Boko Haram overran his hometown in Adamawa, Bade sent soldiers to go and remove his dog from his house, leaving his people uncared for. It is this insecurity they created that led to his death. I'm sorry to say, I don't want to blame the death. But this, when Nigerian leaders make mistakes, they should also remember that one day will come and haunt them.
That's right. The boomerang.
Yes, it will boomerang. That's the boomerang that you're saying. But sometimes, I wish that this boomerang can happen faster. And it's not happening to innocent people, but it's happening to people who created the problem of Nigeria. And I have no apologies about it.
Now, did your campaign reach Meduguri people?
Yes, we have people there, and I plan to go there. I plan to go there.
That there can be a support.
Well, we'll get your number. These are security conversations that we can be having in public.
Get the necessary material charts.
Somebody wants material. Can you get it?
Sir, our president to be.
Yes.
Good morning, sir.
Yes.
I want to talk about the issue of contractualization in both private and government.
Casualization.
Yes. Government and parastatal. The situation whereby you are working in place for 5 years, 8 years, 10 years, 11 years, 12 years, kept as a casual.
Yes.
What are your plans? What are you going to do to eradicate such situation? Because such situation is inhuman. And that is why it's the highest rate of marginalization.
We are going to appoint a labor minister that will immediately revoke all casualization. But in revoking it, we are not going to make you lose your job. The companies will be forced to hire you, put you on benefits, health benefits, and other benefits you are entitled to. Some of the casual workers they're not even allowed to go on vacation.
That's true.
They just make you work like a jackal. Yes. And your managing directors are having a feed day. The first thing to do about casualization is every federally funded project must not hire casual workers. They must hire full-time workers. So if the federal government is not partaking in casualization, it's then easier to deal with the private sector. You guys heard about our intention to pay 100,000 naira to workers as minimum wage. I will enforce that because we understand there is enough money to pay workers in this country minimum wage, and we'll still have a lot of money left. Yesterday, somebody was telling me that the Federal Aviation Authority of Nigeria, FAN, generated 199 billion naira. Yes, almost there. The FIRS generated over 5 trillion this year alone, from taxes alone. We have not added the NNPC. You have not added jam. We are making money like crazy, but thieves are still in charge of our treasury. The moment you remove them, there will be more than enough money to take care of all of you. People have been challenging us that, oh, you want to pay 100,000 workers, 100,000 to workers. How many workers do we have? We have only about 800,000 workers in Nigeria. In a country of 200 million, 800,000 federal workers in Nigeria. And we have looked at it and said, look, we can pay people who are collecting 18,000 naira, 100,000, and everybody will be fine. As they were arguing with us, what did South Africa do? South Africa increased their minimum wage to 126,000 naira. But the difference between us and South Africa is that South Africa is across board because they have strong labor laws. So we need to strengthen our labor laws, no more casualization. I will be very hard, in particular in companies like Coca-Cola. They must treat Nigerians the same way they treat, citizens of their own home countries. Yes. Especially those foreign multinationals, oil companies who are making billions out of this country must treat Nigerians with dignity under our government. And they have already received the memo. That's why some of them are jittery right now to know that these young people are willing to take back their country. And I say to you, don't be afraid. You got nothing to lose because you lost everything anyways. We've lost everything. This is the best time to be a young person in Nigeria. If only you can take your destiny in your own hands. And that's what we are here to tell you and to inform you and to encourage you about. We are going around the country. As you can see, we go with regular people. We don't have security. We apply for police. They didn't give us. They give police to armed robbers, kidnappers in this country, but they don't give to presidential candidates because we are not speaking the language that they expect. You also heard that when it was time to choose people to debate, they removed me from the debate because they know that I have all their secrets and I'll put it on national television on the day of the debate. But don't give up. Don't be discouraged. Don't let your guards down. This is a time for us to bond together. Join our political party. Join our campaign. You don't have to see us to campaign for us, right? Those of you who are Christian, you are campaigning for Jesus Christ. He has been around for 2,000 years. So you can campaign for your own country too. Those of you who are Muslims, we are campaigning for the ideals of Muhammad, right? Yeah? He's not here with us, but we believe in them. So those of us who can believe in ourselves, our country, our lifetime, we should do it as well. And in some cases, we are even campaigning for president of other countries, right? Nigerians are the biggest supporters of Obama, even Hillary Clinton. Even Donald Trump has Nigerian supporters. Yeah. So why can't you support your own local, homegrown political movement that's going to save your own country? That's our advice to you. Once again, we thank you so much for the attention, and we hope to see you in a new Nigeria after February 6th.
Take it back! Take it back! Action! Action! No going back! Action! Take it back! Action! Take it back! Action! Take it back! Action! Take it back! Take it back! Action! AC! 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 Take it back!
Hi guys, so thank you so much. Stay tuned. We are still going to Suleja. We are going to Zubra. So keep on the good work, keep your post notification on, and keep donating. So I come here screen again. I'm still from the girls there now. Bye bye.
Nigeria, they use computer. The leaders of Nigeria, they use radio where they turn the knob.